close to that. You see any injury there?
I see an injury at the calcaneus.
Which one?
The left.
You're looking at that one. I showed you that one first.
That's the obvious one.
Well, what do you see there?
Vascular injury.
Do you see? No, you said. No, how can you say vascular lesion from X-ray? You can't say
That
that.
looked like a-
Remember, I said, guys, don't say things that are gonna make you look silly. Now, don't. You can't see. How do you say vascular injury? How do you know a patient has a vascular injury? First thing you would say the patient. We talked about this morning. The patient leg would be
Cool.
so clinically the patient. So you can't look at the X-ray and know that. Likewise, what else would you need to confirm that? What's the test we do to confirm a patient has vascular injury? And I know there are no angiogram there. So I would tell you guys, that's another way how people fail you. Yeah, because you can't say things like, oh my gosh, this guy is safe to go to the water boy. You see, so don't, X-ray can't tell you if a patient has a vascular injury. Yeah. So everybody see that? So how do you, then the examiner start, well, how do you diagnose a vascular injury? Yeah, start with the clinical. The leg will be cold, and then you do an angiogram or whatever, arteriogram, whatever you want to say, right? And you ain't see nothing, you ain't see no dye, nothing wrong there, right? So count me.
That's a tumor infection.
No. What do you see here? This is the patient's leg, right?
Yeah.
What should be underneath the leg? The foot, right?
Yeah.
Do you see a foot?
No.
So guys, so what is it?
Amputation.
Well, there's the foot.
I can
So it's like
There's the foot.
rotated or something?
So guys, if the foot is where it's supposed to be,
Oh,
the equals
I see what it do when
is
it's
a dislocation, guys.
I just seen it. That's close.
You guys see that? You see the tailor to the foot and the ankle? Huh? Well, let's look. You see again how you guys remember y'all have to know the normal anatomy before you can do the abnormal. You see the talus is sitting in the mortise, right? The mortise is borne by the distal tibia and fibula. Shape of the U shape, mortise, talus fixed into the mortise. Look and see how the talus is toppled over. And the foot is on underneath the talus. The foot is over here now. Agreed? Look again now. Again, you see the same principle again. Remember these x-rays are chosen specifically to show you principles. What are you gonna say again now?
It's not reduced.
You see that? You see how the doctor hasn't done the first arm?
It's not
But it's in a plaster.
Yeah.
Huh? I hope you saw these x-rays are chosen for a specific purpose, right?
Oh my God.
So you think about it now. Now what Pinder said, however, now you see how you would say that now, because think about it now. The major vessel of the foot is coming around the medial side, right? So look and see, the foot has gone where?
Anteriorly.
The foot has gone laterally. Remember again.
Oh,
on the AP view, you can only talk about what happens laterally and medially, right? Superior and inferior. This is the medial tibia, lateral fibula.
Oh, so
The
it's
foot
going
has
laterally.
gone laterally. So what do you think has done to the vessels that are going over there? So you see how you?
Tension.
I mean, you're right to know. But you can see how you can say that now. Don't say anything. It is highly likely that this patient thing. But you see that? You see how? As I said to you guys in the exam, it is highly likely that this patient could have a vascular injury. But I need to examine his foot first, and I need to see the angiogram. You see how you can say that? Like, I would move on to the next X-ray. You see, you can tell me that. Yeah. So don't see.
No.
Yeah. So you can see how that this patient has a lateral dislocation of the ankle. Agree?
Yeah.
But they also have a fracture. Now look at the lateral malleolus. Look at lateral malleolus is up here. You see
Oh
that?
wow.
And the cast.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, guys,
Somebody
ain't
do their job
only for
properly.
learning, but the teacher tell you don't do that, right?
Yeah.
And look and see where it happened.
Where PMH. Or doctors? Oh wow.
There you go.
Body pain.
So don't feel too bad, doing too bad, right? But anyway, I came on the scene right away, so it was correct.
So expensive. But doing this garbage.
But anyhow, right, so again, so note dislocation of the fracture, so it's a fracture dislocation. Let's see if I should show you the fixation. You can see it looks better lying there.
Oh yeah.
This one shows it that clean now. You see how this fracture of the tibia, the fibula there as well. You see the fracture of the fibula? So it's not only a lateral dislocation of the ankle, it's also two fractured
That's a fracture of the fibula.
fibula of the fibula.
Oh, from the back of it.
Agree? Remember, this is supposed to be down here. Agree, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's totally off because it's gone. You say it's gone with the foot. It's moved with the foot.
Dr. Barnett, we could go back to the first one you had up with the ankle. What we thought was like a tumor or infection. No, not that one. Not
I think the very first one.
Yeah, the very first one.
So with this coming from the posterior aspect of this bone.
No, that's the tibia. That's the fibula. So that's the inferior bit of the fibula. That's the. Remember, that's the malleolus. That's the lateral malleolus. So that should be down here. You know what's okay? Again, guys, look and see this reduced fracture here, the reduced ankle. You see where the fibula is, the lateral malleolus. So you see when that has gone away, so it's just taken the lateral malleolus with it.
Yeah.
It's taken the lateral. Look, you see what it's taken. Remember, the injury doesn't stop at the dislocation. It also takes along with the bone if it's gone over there. So it's taken the lateral malleolus with it. You see the principle?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you meant. How you meant?
The first one.
This one.
No. Back on already. It's in it.
No, that's all.
That's fine, Dr. Barnett.
Let's see it so we can make sure it's there. This one. No, that's the one
That's the one when it's in the cast.
This is the
Yeah,
cast.
that's that one. No.
It's the fixation one. That one disappeared too. That's the fixation one. That's the fixation one. That's disappeared too. That's the one that's in the cast.
That's fine, Dr. Barnett.
Oh, here's it.
Okay.
That
yeah.
one.
Right, that I don't understand that one.
It's the same. It's the same picture. That's a different view.
Okay, so this is, oh, I see it now.
You
It's
see
the
it
AP view and it's moving laterally.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see that?
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Agree? So this one here is more like an oblique one actually, or I mean one. This one looks more. Well, both of them are not really because you see what. Think about it. When the patient comes, the patient's foot would be sitting out down the lateral side of the leg, right? So you see, it would be difficult really to take a pure AP because it would be so painful for the patient. Yeah. So you see, that's why the technician is trying to put the patient's foot in a good position to get an X-ray. So you can see it's not a pure AP and it's not a pure AP. You see that? Because of the circumstances of what she's dealing with. Yeah. So you really should be. This is a good situation where you can do a Beers block or take the surgery right away to effectively reduce it. All right. And I said you can see the fixation afterwards. You see that?
Yeah.
All right. Got to come and see it corrected. All right. Let's see those ones there. Yeah. This one here now look at the difference now. Yeah.
It's dislocated.
Now look and see here now. So again now guys, what is this dislocation now? What is it?
Posterior.
What is the dislocation?
What is it?
What is the dislocation? Don't look at that now. I'm asking, what is the dislocation? A dislocation is when the joint is totally out of place, right? When it's totally out of place. Is that totally out of place?
No,
Subluxation
So,
is.
yeah,
There you go.
subluxation.
So guys, you see how use the correct terminology. So it's a so what type of subluxation? It's a posterior subluxation of the ankle joint, not a dislocation. Guys, use the terminology. Again, remember I told you the X-ray is chosen specifically to show you specific principles. Yeah? Everybody see that?
Yes.
But also, you see there's a fracture of the medial malleolus. There's also a fracture of the lateral malleolus.
I thought that was the posterior.
Again, guys, you see how you can't see it clearly? You look at the AP, you see how it's there, you can see it, but you see how you have to pick that up. That's the lateral malleolus. Look and see the fracture. I mean, see the fibula through there. You see the fracture line there? And that's the fracture line there of the lateral malleolus. So it's a bimalleolar fracture. Here's the medial, you can see the medial malleolus there, right? I can see it there too, but you can see it clearly here. This is a lateral malleolus fracture as well too. So that's why you need two views. Okay? So two views help you to see the lateral malleolus. It's not, I can see it, but an experienced guy wouldn't pick it up. So it's a bimalleolar fracture, posterior subluxation of the ankle joint. You see that?
I don't see the break in the bones.
You don't see the malleolus broken here? It's off there? You agree? You don't see that? Look at the, go back to the normal. Okay, look at that lateral, look at the lateral there. You see how the fibula is that bone, you can see there? But remember, you're looking at four cortices now. You're looking through the tibia and the fibula. You see how it's nicely, when you look through here, you see it's broken off there, the lateral malleolus is broken off there. You can see that, that's where it is there.
Okay.
Right. The medial malleolus, let's get a view so you can see the medial malleolus. Fixation, the medial malleolus is about where it should be. Yeah, maybe it forms the mortise that the talus fits up into. Yeah. So you can see that. I mean, you look at the subluxation. You see how it's away, it's over. You can see it's out of place, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you see when it's gone there, it's brought hasn't ruptured the medial ligament, which goes from the medial malleolus to the talus.
So
Calcaneum.
it's subluxated laterally too?
So it's sublux laterally. So it's not only, so again you see the lateral, you can see it's sublux posteriorly, but in the AP it's sublux also laterally. Agree? It has brought the medial malleolus with it, so again it's gone laterally and it's also broken the lateral malleolus. It's a bimalleolar, medial and lateral malleolus are broken. It's sublux laterally and posterior. Everybody see that?
Yeah.
If I said the patient had a third malleolar fracture, what would you say? Where would we find that? In fact, I look at this now here. You probably can see it better here.
Yes.
You see it better there now? You see that you see again it's in the plaster again, it hasn't been reduced. Again. As I said, young doctors and they keep doing these things, but the principals, the teachers, so you don't do the same thing. But again, you can see how you see the fraction of the lateral malleolus here now. You can see that.
Yes, I can see.
You see that now. So I'm saying, so that lateral one, that should help you to see it. I mean, because of the plasters here, it's not clear. But again, here's the fragment. I mean, you don't see the medial malleolus clearly in this one, but that helps you to see the lateral malleolus. But you agree it's still sublux, right? Agree? But it hasn't been reduced. This one here now. Now what's different about that one now? Look and see now. Look and see that again. You see the ankle joint is intact now. You can see that, right? The talus is articulating the inferior tibia as it should be. Agree? But look and see now. Here's the talus, and here's the navicular. So what has happened? So there is you can see there's a separation between the two, right? So there must be a dislocation. So this dislocation now is down in the foot, between the talus and the navicular. Navicular, talus. Right? So you can see that there's a separation between the two, so there must be a dislocation there. Right? Between the two. Navicular, talus. Again, guys, 3 R's. the first R hasn't been done. You have to do those 3 R's in a sequential way. You can't do the third R without doing the first one. So you can see again, the doctor's failing. All right. This one here should be straightforward. What do you see?
Calcaneus fracture.
A fracture of the calcaneus. Agree? All right. Who's going to tell me what's unstable in that fracture? Okay, you see that's the honest answer now for that X-ray. What's attached onto the calcaneum that's going to be unstable?
The Achilles tendon.
There you go. So you have an avulsion of the Achilles tendon actually, right? Because you see the Achilles tendon going to be up there, but it's not going to be effective. Right? Yeah? So always remember, don't get fooled. And the principle of showing you this is that do not be fooled with a simple line fraction of the calcaneum. When you see a fractured calcaneum, remember now it's the Achilles tendon that has come away with its bone, so it's not working. It can't function. Right? All right. But you can see what. If you have a good fracture, you can see all you need to do is put screws in this, and your Achilles tendon is back working. Compared to if you had to go repair the tendon itself, you see? So that's how, if you had to rupture your Achilles tendon, it's the best way of rupturing your Achilles tendon. Take it away with a piece of bone, which is easily corrected, and you can start walking on it right away. That's enough X-rays for today.